buy best-in-class real estate in phenomenal locations. Like, if I'm gonna compromise on anything on that piece of real estate, it will not be the location. Like, if you can get that in and then pay a little more. There's another little hack in real estate. This probably applies to stocks too. If you can buy real estate that has trophy numbers, if it had trophies 10 years ago, it hit a trophy price, and then 10 years later, another trophy, like if it sets the mark, the next 10 years, it will hit a new trophy. So rather than buying stuff at the bottom when it's cheap, try to buy stuff that peaks out. You're buying basically something that just, some real estate's just blessed, and some of it's just got a bad feng shui.
If you were in this room right here, right? You have a business or whatever. You got some money to invest. Would you look at? Let's make it over here. Let's say they got $100 grand to invest. Okay. Would you tell them? I'm gonna give you 3 options here. Tell me which one you like better. Let's go buy a single-family home, get a lease, mortgage for it, rent it out, whatever. Number 2, let's go buy, finance it and maybe get a
$400,000.
Yes. Let's get a 4-unit, little complex, FHA loan, or go put it inside of a syndication fund type of deal. Which way would you tell them?
Yeah, I'd say put your 100 grand with me. I would. I mean.
But there's a reason. I want to talk about why though.
Yeah, well, first of all, I would not do the single family home. How many of you here own a single family home right now? Okay, it's dead money, folks. It's dead money, and it's going to get worse over time. Now, I don't know if you agree with that or not.
I don't own single family rentals.
But
I used to.
Do you think Donald Trump owns a single family home? No, he owns the hotel and rents it out to other people and lives there. Okay, Elon Musk. He's going to own one home his whole life, and it's a compound for his kids. But you guys are rushing out to buy a house. I mean, the banks have told us this. This is the indoctrination, financial indoctrination of America. You need to own a home. All they did was anchor you in one location. Your money is from mobility. Your money comes from moving. Current. The word currency comes current. It comes from current. You got to be in the movement. You don't want to be fixed in one place. What?
I just thought that. I literally just thought that.
Yeah.
Money has to move.
Money wants to move.
Currency.
Money wants to move. So, like, if you don't want to sit in a bathtub that the water hasn't been changed.
Dirty water, yeah.
Dirty water. You need the movement. And unfortunately, most of America is not in movement. They're the middle class. They're proud to be the middle class, which is weird. Can you imagine raising one of your kids and say, son, settle for the middle?
Average.
Settle for the middle. Just don't get to the top. Don't be on the bottom. Stay in the middle. Like, fuck, it sound like a pickle. like I don't want to be in the middle, dude. I want to move to the top of the food string. Steve Jobs had one house. The Berkshire guy, Warren Buffett, had one house his whole life. And you guys, the first thing you're doing is you're getting out of school and you're telling your kids to go buy a house. No, it's the wrong thing to do. Go buy the neighborhood. Go buy all the houses. Go buy them all if you could. But don't buy one house. So I wouldn't do the option 1. 2, I wouldn't do option 2, and this is why. It's where I started with 4 units. I wouldn't do it because if one person moves out, you're 75% occupied. And you're probably not even cash flow positive. Just one person moves out, one person hijacks you, and you're done. So now you're back to managing a piece of real estate. If 2 people moved out, you're losing money. So you got to go up. You need to get probably somewhere between 32 and 64 units. Like there's little formulas that you can use with real estate. With 32 units, raise the rents $200, you make $1 million. For every $200 you raise the rent, you make $1 million. Period. That's the math. It doesn't matter where it's located. 32 times 200 divided by a cap rate, it's going to get you $1 million every time you do it. So you got to get to 32, and 100 grand's not enough to do that. So you need to partner with somebody else.
So yours is go into a fund, go into a syndicate. I don't know if syndicates or not, but go into a high level class A.
You guys need to be very careful of you need to be very careful of your partner. You need to be careful of the partnership. You need to look at the real estate they're buying. You need to do a lot of due diligence. Some real estate does fail.
Talk about the tax side of you talk about you hate the IRS and so forth. I think a lot of times people misunderstand how they can, with their business, how they're structured in reps or not qualified or not, but the deductions for buying assets on the real estate side.
Yeah. Well, in the 1990s, you could buy a piece of real estate for $1 million $1 million was deductible.
$1 million, yeah.
Whatever you pay 10 million, 10 million, you wrote it off that day against your earned income, all your earned income. You didn't have to be a professional real estate investor. But, you know, when you buy a piece of real estate, like this piece of real estate we're buying in Boca right now, it's $235 million. That piece of real estate is probably gonna come with probably $160 million worth of deductions. 235, no, maybe not that much. Maybe $120 million of deductions.
On year one.
On year one. So
year one.
If me and you split the deal.
Let's do it.
Okay, we split it. We put a loan on it.
Yep.
235, we're gonna put a $140 million loan. We split 90 million. You do 45, I do 45. We would both get probably, we would get a bigger deduction than the down payment we put on the deal. That's for sure.
And the leftover amount we can roll over to next year.
So now, let's say he's got another business. Forget the real estate. We're doing the real estate like we are. We do the real estate, but he's got another business that made $2 million last year. Earned income, it hits his HEI at $2 million. And my HEI from my printing business was $2 million. We would take this deduction, this 95. What I say we had?
So it says 90 million.
Out of 235, I'm gonna have 40% at least. Yeah, 90 million. He gets a $45 million deduction, and I get a $45 million deduction. On day one, if we bought it on December 31st, we would still get it for that year. That means I don't pay any taxes on my $2 million. He doesn't pay any taxes on his $2 million earned income. And he doesn't do that now for the next 22 years because it flows forward forever and you never lose it.
And the $2 million in the business, you can actually keep the profit. Like it could be $2 million profit you have.
Yeah, as long as you and I are both professional real estate investors,
side.
we can write it off. Now, let's say you had a self-directed IRA.
Yeah.
Or a 401k,
I've
or
heard
a
of those.
Roth, which you should, by the way. You guys should self-direct your shit. Control equals income. Okay? Turn it over to Vanguard, Vanguard gets rich. They got $11 trillion. Turn it over to Merrill, $7 trillion. So you're giving control to the devil, okay? And like you got to figure out this hack, folks. Like those retirement accounts were not set up for you. They were set up to use you. So now it's time to wake up, self-direct your own account, like I do. I self-direct all my own money, and I can put it whatever I want to put it in. I don't put it in 100 different assets. I don't want to be safe. I want to get rich.
I would argue that's not even safe, though.
Huh?
I would argue that's not even safe.
Yeah, it's not even safe.
It's not even safe. It's a
ridiculous.
diversification of how they explain.